Good morning. I want to go over real quick today 10 just thoughts or suggestions as far as when you are a store owner and you rent out booth spaces or have vendors that rent out space. So, booth spaces. And I wrote this down. It is early this morning, so just wanted to get these out real quick. I noticed that a lot of other owners on some of the groups that I'm a member of on social media about being a store owner and how they treat their booth space owners kind of rudely or as if they are the president and they are the end all be all, and that what the booth space people do have no bearing on their business. That's where I woke up this morning and was like going over that, going, I don't know how successful these businesses are because they're all over the world. I don't know why they would treat their booth space owners so horribly, because when we get to number one, booth space owners are your number one customer. They liked your store so much and believed in you so much that they put their livelihood in your hands. Yes, it's up to them to make a business, make a living, and all that. But they trusted in you and saw something about your business that made them want to be there. So they are your number one customers. And because of that, we go straight into number two. They are your number one advertisers. Because yes, your customers do shout outs and such, but your booth space owners talk about your location, your store, your business more than any other advertiser. Um, and that's because, again, back to number one, they chose to be with you. They chose to, something about you ensured them their livelihood was really good in your hands, and now they're telling their friends and family about that. They're letting them know that this is the place to shop, this is the place to be, and they do shout outs, and you can't get an ad in a newspaper, radio, online, social media that's better than that. So they are your number one advertisers. I'm gonna jump down to something that sorry, they're doing some work right next door, um, because I mentioned this, and because of that, you should know their family and friends that come into your store and shop. They come, their family and their friends that come and shop with you, and treat them just as well as you treat your booth vendors, because they are there because of the booth vendors being there. And so it's treat their family and friends that pop in to see them, even if they're not shopping, they're just popping in to see the booth and mention that. Treat them like gold, because they are awesome, awesome clients, and they will let everyone know, hey, my son or my daughter-in-law or my friend has a booth in this store, the Other Side Vintage. You should go shop them and ask for such and such booth, because that supports them. So get to know their family and friends, because they are your allies as well. And you should be selected for best fit. They should be, selected for best fit selection price for your location. When someone approaches you about possibly being a new booth vendor, keep in mind that you need to choose someone that is the best fit. Is their selection wonderful, but the prices are 5 times what you personally feel like paying for? Then your customer's going to feel that way too. So choose someone that has really great product at a really good price, so it's a win-win for you and your customers. So you should select your booth space vendors as best fit, and that will solve a lot of the problems that I saw that people were complaining about their booth space vendors. When someone has so many problems with one booth space vendor, it means you made a wrong choice. It means something is not vibing, and they're not fitting into your business aesthetic, your family, because it is ours is a family-owned business, and they even our crew that isn't are not family members become like family. So I know I need to support them with their paycheck. So the booth vendors need to be really good to support the crew, to support me, to support my family-owned business. So best selection. So look for really good, positive people. When your booth space vendors are going out of town, or mention they might be away due to medical, maybe they're going to be gone for 2 weeks because they have some medical stuff coming up, or their spouse has medical stuff and they won't be able to come in as often as they normally do, go out of your way to make sure you check their booth space and clean it if you have to. Put things back onto hangers. make sure things are not in disarray from customers moving them around. And because that booth space vendor is not there due to vacation or whatever, it is your job to go in there and clean and move stuff around and just spend a few minutes cleaning up and picking up. Now, some of the other store owners said, that's not it says in my contract, I don't have to do that. Well, my contract says I don't have to do that either. But that's out of respect. That's out of wanting them to do good. That's out of them going out of town. And I'd hope when I'm out of town, my crew would say, oh yeah, Xana's out of town, or she's having a medical condition, she won't be in for a couple weeks, so let's make sure the store is running smoothly. You do that out of respect, not these boards and these chat rooms that I'm in or whatever for business owners say that's their responsibility. They should hire someone to come in and do that while they're gone. One of their family members should come in and do that. Well, yeah, that would be great if they could do that, but it is my responsibility to take care of them. Because why? Go back to number 1, 2, 3. Because they take care of me. So take care of their business and it'll take care of your business. And because if you chose them well, they become like family. So of course you would do that for them, just like you would do that for your aunt or uncle or anyone. All right. Number 5, give them the tools to succeed. Meaning, info and prices, discounts requested. If someone is a shopper and says, hey, I want to buy 10 items out of this booth, can you give me a discount? And that particular booth owner says, no discount. You still want to contact them and say, hey, I know you said no discount, but this person wants to buy $1,000 worth of stuff. I think at this point you might want to consider giving a discount because they're buying a bunch of stuff just from your booth and they're requesting that. I don't know if you will get the sale without that discount, or so you give them the tool to succeed. Even if they still say no, my rule is I don't give discounts, then that's fine. But you would the dog's gonna bark because there's someone walking by over there. Jade, come here, Jade. So you want to give them the tools to succeed and let them know, like, hey, if this was my opportunity, I don't want you to miss out, because and find out later, like, oh, well, you said you don't give discounts, so we didn't even bother contacting you. How heartbreaking it is to find out you had someone there who wanted to buy $1,000 worth of stuff out of your booth, and the crew or the owner of the business didn't even contact you to say, hey, I know what your rule is, but I'm using my brain thinking you might have wanted to know this might be an exception to the rule. So give them the tools to succeed and let them know. Let them know someone's requesting, and they can still say no, but you are giving them the tools to succeed to say yes or no on a special situation. Update on what is selling or needed. I like to send out shout outs if someone in particular is looking for stuff, or if there's a fraternity party or a charity group coming up and they're all going to dress in, obviously in the 20s because it's 2020 now. Let everyone know. Send out an email or however you text message, group chat that, hey, such and such charity is having this event in 1 month and they're sending people in daily looking for 20 stuff. So if you have any, please let us know so I can tell the crew that you do have that red flapper dress over there, or you do have an assortment of headbands over there in that corner that maybe they didn't normally get to see. And so we know what each booth space owner has. So update them on what people are looking for. If there's a client that is a photographer who's doing all wicker for a particular photo shoot, and they need a wicker couch, a wicker end tables, wicker this, wicker that, you might want to send out a message to your to your consigners, your booth space owners, because maybe they have that stuff at home waiting to bring it in. It's January now, and they're waiting to bring it in for spring, March, April, when that stuff does more popular. But now you've got a client looking for that stuff specifically for this photo shoot. Shout out to them, and they can bring it in or send a photo, and you can send it to your customer and say, hey, yeah, we got this stuff coming in, it's not here yet. Go out of your way. That's your job, to make them successful, to make your business successful. Again, back to these business owners who say, oh, that's not my job. They put a booth in and I get their money for rent and that's it. No, that's not how you succeed. You go out of your way to match stuff and people with things and win-win and make everyone happy. Everyone needs to be successful. So there you go. Your staff, number 7, should treat your booth owners like the number 1 customers that they are. Back to number 1, your booth owners are your number 1 customers, and 2, they're your best advertisers. Your staff should treat them that way. Your staff should be trained to treat all customers wonderful, but they should know that the booth space owners are not a problem or not an issue or not a like, oh God, here they come again. They should know they are what pays their check. They are how they pay their, their paychecks, because without them being successful, you're not successful, and you can't pay them to work, and extra hours and bonuses for doing well and going out of their way and such. So let your staff know to treat them like gold. If a staff member is treating your consignor, your booth space consignors poorly, you've got a bad crew member, and it's time to let them go or have a talking to. Hey, your job's in jeopardy. You're being rude to our number one customers, which are booth space owners. And let them know these 10 things. Let them know that this is who you honor, and that them working for you, they should honor them. Okay, back to, here we go again. Gift, sorry, I got the numbers in wrong errors, so I'm sorry. There are 10 points here, but I jumped one. So gifts at holidays, accomplishments. It doesn't cost too much money to put a little bag of goodies during Valentine's Day or the holidays, or maybe they had a good sale, or maybe they brought in a new customer and they said, hey, you know, Diana, DEC, said this is the place to shop. I'm a friend of hers, and I've never been here before. And then that person buys a bunch of stuff. Give them a little bag of chocolates or goodies, or a big thank you, or if you can afford, a gift certificate to their favorite restaurant, or maybe the coffee shop across the way. Give them a gift certificate to the coffee shop across the way, or the crumb box across the way, or something that's within your neighborhood. So you're supporting your neighbor's business, also you're supporting your people. But when they go over and beyond, give them something. Let them know that you appreciate them. Like, again, in those boards I was reading, they were like, I don't have to do, holidays come out, I don't give them anything. There were times when I couldn't afford to give them anything but a little bag of chocolates, just a few chocolates each one. Luckily, as time goes on, we've been able to give them like t-shirts with our store name on it, or, I know that's hokey, but it's something. Gift certificates to your own store. Maybe you can give them, items from your area, because if you own a store, you usually have your own stuff too, but maybe give them a gift certificate to your area, your stuff within the store. So those are just ideas, but any kind of little something to encourage them on. Then there's the big thing at the end. Number 10, recognize them, honor them. They make your business. So yeah, recognize them. Tell them, I'm grateful you're here. Not the opposite. Oh, you pay your rent and you should be grateful that I allow you to be here. No, I read that on the boards over and over again. These booth space vendors should be lucky that they're here with us. They should be lucky that I even allow them to be in my business. They should be lucky that, we even give them their pay when at the end of the month. No, that's not how it works. You should recognize them and honor them because they make your business. So again, if you've chosen well to begin with, if you have honored them and recognized them as your number one customer, your number one advertiser, they bring in their friends and family that you also should honor and recognize. They basically are your business. So you can go into business and have booth spaces you rent out and never talk to them ever again, which is what a lot of these people were saying on these boards I was reading. How does that make you succeed? How does that even make it a happy place, a fun place? When that consignor walks in, you want to go, hey, it's Dave. Hey, it's Kat. Hey, it's Catherine. Hey, it's Dawn. She takes great photos. Know what the skill set of your consignors are. Like, a lot of them have other jobs or other talents that are amazing. Get to know them, appreciate them, recognize them, because they are, again, I can't say this enough, are your number one customer, your number one advertiser. Their friends and family are also your customer and your advertiser. They are what make your business. I think they're more important than your crew. Now, I love my crew, and a lot of my crew happen to be also booth space owners. They come to car and they're like, oh, I make handmade this. I would like to rent a little space. I do this. They recognize that, hey, they're going to be treated well, so they want a booth space as well. So go back, reevaluate. You've thought about how you take their rent. You don't have to clean their space. You don't have to do anything for them but give them their paycheck at the end of the month. No. Rethink in your head. Really get quiet in a quiet place, like in the mornings, for me, and reflect and say, nope, what all those other business owners are saying on those boards, I don't agree with. Yes, they are paying me rent, but I'm also paying rent to my landlord. So basically, they're helping me stay open and making me survive and my stuff good too, because they bring in their friends and family who shop the whole store, not just their booth. And again, all together, you all succeed and you all become great business owners and a fun place to shop, and your customers will notice that. Your customers will realize that everyone there has fun and appreciate one another. So make it a family, treat it like family. If you got a quirky uncle or aunt that kind of can be a pain and ask for more things than the other consigners, just do it. If it's just a few things out of your, like if you need to help them do something, or hey, can you help me carry this stuff in? Of course. You need help carrying that stuff in to bring into our store so you can sell it to make us money and you money. Yes, I can come out there real quick and help you bring that in. No, not, oh, the rules say in our contract we don't help you, should bring someone. Yes, that's true, but sometimes it's just nice to be kind and go out there and help them. Like, who cares what the contract says? Go over and beyond. Your job as a store owner with your consignment booth and your crew is to go over and beyond. You're there to help them succeed so that you succeed, not the other way around. They're not there to honor you and to like, praise, I'm so lucky you're here. No, you're lucky that they're with you. Just keep that in mind, and then you'll have a great business and you'll all do well and have fun doing it. Go to theothersideventures.com, go to Instagram, go to our Facebook, and check us out and check out all our consigners that we have.